It's a male loser epidemic.
You know, it's a male dude. If you're not 6'4" with an 8-pack, rich, and have like 9 inches of like, you know what I'm saying? It's a male loser epidemic at that point, bruh. Dude, you just need to up your game. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, come on now. In today's video, we have to our favorite e-hag, ShoeOnHead. Anyways, let's get into this video.
Hello again, friends. Sorry I've
She
been
talking to
gone
me?
for quite a bit.
The e-hags? My friend? Damn. Alright.
Hopefully nothing too crazy
Shit, I got a new friend.
Did not happen. But at least we found out the real Epstein files were the friends we made along the way. Welcome back to the ShoeOnHead chat.
Oh, no,
if it is your first time here, run. I am ShoeOnHead, and on this channel I like to cover cultural issues mostly surrounding men.
She's already got me in her claws, dude. It's over.
It's what I've been doing for over a decade, and frankly, I'm exhausted. Many of you have been along for the ride, and you have seen me go from a chipper, lively 24-year-old making fun of BuzzFeed
to depressed. Hell yeah.
Tumblr feminists.
I mean, now we all are. We all are now.
A bitter, calloused 34-year-old talking about very real and growing men's issues. One of the main men's issues I have been covering in great detail lately has been the male loneliness epidemic.
Parents, huh? Because hating on the other gender like that, that's straight up just disrespecting them. Like, it's crazy.
It's not a male loneliness epidemic. No, it's a male mediocrity epidemic. It's a male loser epidemic.
You know, it's a male dude. If you're not 6'4" with an 8-pack, rich, and have like 9 inches of like, you know what I'm saying? It's a male loser epidemic at that point, bruh. Dude, you just need to up your game. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, come on now.
Loser epidemic has gotten so bad that it's honestly so pathetic at this point.
It's so pathetic, dude.
I don't always talk about men's issues. No, sometimes I talk.
Hey, y'all just need to get better. It's a you problem, honestly.
Talk about politics, and sometimes I mix the two together. Now, I know a lot of you don't like politics, you don't care about politics, but politics cares about you, and it will enter your life no matter how hard you try to avoid it. But thankfully, I have the perfect app to help you navigate this difficult, confusing political landscape. So let's quickly give a shout out to today's sponsor, Ground News, before we get into this video, shall we?
You even like
Ground News is a website and an app that gives readers a fun and transparent
did your little good transition.
Or the link in the video description.
Just as a transition for ads.
To Ground News today. I feel like what they're doing is really important, especially right now, and it helps us approach the news in a more fair and balanced way.
If you're interested in news, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a pretty good app. I just don't.
Thanks video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad.
I know my mental can't do that, bro. I'm too dumb to even, you know. Right. I can't comprehend it.
Now, let's get back to the video. With all these issues men are facing, they seem to be moving to the right and the Republicans more, since the left and Democrats have essentially just become the young men eat and die movement. Months ago, I covered how the Democratic Party was losing young men, and I predicted Kamala Harris would lose in part because of young men overwhelmingly voting for Trump. And I was correct. Well, now the Democrats have unveiled their final solution to the right-wing male loser epidemic. Democrats spending millions to learn how to speak to American men.
You don't gotta do that. You know, maybe if you just try to kind of understand. No, it's too hard. Coming to an understanding is too. Oh, my bad. I apologize.
And win back the working class. Democrats have blown millions of dollars on efforts to appeal to American men who turned to President Donald Trump in droves on Election Day in hopes of winning back the working class. Democrats have spent $20 million on their efforts, with donors and strategists holding up in luxury hotel rooms.
Maybe like wait. Treating them with respect? Wait, no. You can't do that. Not hating on them unnecessarily. No. That's no.
Brainstorming.
I apologize. That doesn't make sense. Too logical.
To return to the party. Ah yes, nothing more relatable to working class men than luxury hotel rooms.
Yeah.
Great job, guys. The plan? Codename SAM, or Speaking with American Men, a strategic plan. promises to use the funds to study the syntax, language, and content that gains attention and virality in these spaces. The effort also recommends Democrats buy advertisement in video games,
Ain't
among
no way,
other
bro.
things. The Democrat...
Is this the same people that are trying to cancel video games like Stellar Blade for having too thick of woman? Saying unrealistic body standards when it's actual like Korean model. Is it those same women? Because I don't want them to be a part of it if that's the
Party
case.
is treating young men like exotic animals they're studying. Now, as you can see here, is the young
But I am like an exotic animal. I'm basically like a legendary Pokemon.
man in his natural habitat.
Shiny legend.
In a dark,
Sorry.
messy cave surrounded by Taco Bell wrappers and empty Mountain Dew bottles. Here is another young man, as you can see, also dwelling in a dark cave. This one has dyed his hair blue to scare off potential predators. Unfortunately, it also scares off potential mates. But moving on, here is another young man. We think we're not quite sure about this one. We're still studying it.
Yeah.
Listen, Democrats still spend
We're still studying it.
$20 million to do that stupid. Maybe you should, I don't know, actually listen to men. I listen to men for free all the...
See no. This is both of our problems now, Shue. It's too logical to do that. You can't do that, bro. You got to do some other maneuvering way. I don't know what way, but it just can't be that, okay? They can't do that. Like, you know, a lot of times Shue's pretty smart, but I think she's too smart for her own good right now. Like, she needs to stop it.
The time. All I have to do is read my comment section. Let's see here. ShoeOnHead is a perfect example of why we need to repeal the 19th.
Oh.
Greetings from Albania. I hate women so much it's unreal. Ooh, Shue, mommy, milkies, mommy. One time I got my penis stuck in a soda bottle. Okay, on second thought, maybe my comment section is not the best source.
Since Trump scored big with young male voters last election, Democrats are spending $20 million to learn how to speak their language. I think it's a waste of money. Maybe
their language. They're a completely different species, bro. Men are completely different species, dude. Their language. Yeah, 20 mil. Just 20 mil. Casual 20 mil.
Should spend their money on teaching men to not be such sexists. Maybe that's
But the stats don't bear that out now.
Yeah. Yep. Dude, men are all just sexist, dude. Like, oh my gosh, bro. They're animals, dude. Oh my gosh, dude.
Look at what young women have to choose from. The pickings are slim. Yes, we might have a feminism problem in America,
Wait, hold
but
on.
it's the
I need a
feminization
screenshot
of
of this
men.
bullshit.
There are a lot of young women out there that want to get married. They want to have kids. They want to have stable families.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of young men out there who want to live in mama's basement and order DoorDash.
Oh no.
Nah,
The
that insulting men like this, I just don't think it's the move. Plus, I don't know many men that are like that, me personally.
Every night I was sitting on my couch writing the script to my video about how the Democrats are spending $20 million to relate to young men. This came on my TV on Fox News. A Tommy Lahren and Laura Ingraham segment about stay-at-home sons, men who still live at home. Literally minutes after this aired, it went absolutely viral on Twitter for not good reasons. So
Yeah.
we're going to unpack this piece by piece.
I would imagine.
Because even though everyone was mocking it and making fun of it, as far as I saw, nobody was really dissecting it and breaking down exactly why she was so egregiously wrong. So come join me in debunking the male loser epidemic. Because who else better equipped to talk about men's issues than two stupid blonde bimbos?
It's always the blonde bimbos.
Hold on one second.
Wait. Hell
Sorry,
yeah.
stupid blonde bimbos.
Hell
Sorry.
yeah.
I felt left out. All right, let's
Forrest. No, I'm kidding. I don't have a
go.
wig.
Wait.
Sorry.
I need my gamer fuel. See?
Plus, I'm
I
not a
do drink
femboy.
it. That one's
Not
for you,
yet.
Tectone.
It's a major problem. And you know, Speaker Johnson has been talking about those maybe deadbeat folks that are on Medicaid, and maybe some of those folks are the stay-at-home sons. We don't know. But I'll tell you this, leave it to Gen Z to rebrand laziness and social awkwardness as something cutesy, like a stay-at-home son. But Laura, I gotta tell you, this is also a big problem when it comes to, I think, declining birth rates, people not getting married and having children. You know, that's a big problem. They blame it on women. Well, look at what young women have to choose from. The pickings are slim. Yes, we might have a feminism problem in America, but it's the feminization of men. There are a lot of young women out there that want to get married. They want to have kids. They want to have stable families. But there are a lot of young men out there who want to live in mama's basement.
I swear, like, wasn't there people that talked about toxic masculinity a long time ago because of people that wanted shit like this on the men's side? Yo, are we just like picking and choosing delusion? No, like that's got to be the case.
And order DoorDash. And that's why we have declining birth rates and a lot of other problems in society. It's time to go out, get a job, breathe the fresh air, meet people in real life. Let's just get back to basics.
So first of all, this stay-at-home son thing is not a real thing. It was a random throwaway, self-deprecating joke some contestant on Jeopardy said. One f***ing guy. Because I guess there's nothing else important going on that they could cover on the news. They literally made this into a fake phenomena so they can on young men. Meanwhile, Democrats are spending millions of dollars trying to win back young men. Oh no, the young men are leaving us in droves. How do we get them back? Don't worry, I got this. Hey, you fat, lazy...
You faggots. All of you. I can say that because, you know, I am too. So don't worry about it. All of you. Y'all are trash. It is your fault society's like this, man. It is not our fault. And that's how we're going to win back, man. Hell yeah.
Cheeto dust-covered slobs? F*** you. Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks. I love you. I love you too.
We should make it. Yeah.
Is the amount of young men...
Dude. Fucking hell. Okay.
living home with their parents increasing? Yes. Is it because they're lazy bums and just want to order
Yeah, it's not the economy or anything. No, it's gotta be that.
DoorDash all day? No. And also, they're not paying for DoorDash, Tommy. They're financing it. Come on. Get with the times.
There are a lot of young men out there who want to live in mama's basement and order DoorDash. And that's why we have declining birth rates. It's time to go out, get a job, breathe the fresh air.
Have either of you tried applying for a job as a young man recently? Or tried buying a house on the salary of one of these young men?
Yeah, good luck, buddy. Good luck, buddy. It ain't happening.
Have you experienced the dating market, been on the dating sites as a young man? No? Interesting, okay. Just wondering. Listen, I know the average age of a Fox News
No,
viewer.
not even to mention the dating sites. It's not even worth trying to date on a dating site, in my opinion. I think just like going up to someone is better, or just being by yourself. You know, I just don't trust these people in America. But anyways, nah. Good luck dating in America, bro.
Is like 70 nowadays and you need to pander to them. But Tommy, you're like 2 years younger than me. You know this shit isn't true. Why are you talking like this? Why are you talking like a f***ing boomer? I'm sorry, I have no other word for this, but I hate this like generational pick-me shit. I was born in the wrong generation. I'm not like those other young people. And you know what? She's not like those other young people. Not all young people can afford a nice nose job and lip filler and get a cushy job on Fox News based entirely on merit, I'm sure. The main problem with this brain dead...
It has to be. It's obviously a man. What else would it be on? What are you insinuating, Shu? Are you saying that like she's not good? No.
Boomer ass take is not only is it
That's to be from her connection? No.
cringe, but it's completely divorced from reality. This slop is specifically designed for people who paid like $5 for a f***ing house. And listen, not all boomers, okay? My parents are boomers, they are lovely people. A lot of you guys are boomers, but when the baby boomer generation sends its people, it is not sending their best. They are not sending you. They're sending people who have lots of problems. They're bringing the housing crisis. They're bringing wage stagnation. They're falling for AI-generated photos on Facebook. But some, I assume, are good people. But my God, I truly believe they do not understand how good they had it. They could support a family on a single income. A single income from a job that didn't require a college degree. Their leaders didn't prostitute away their economic future for some cheap plastic shit from China. They inherited the greatest economy known to man, and they pretend it's a paradise that they earned. I just don't understand, like, why don't boomers and spiritual boomers like Tommy Lauren see people struggling and go, wow, I wish I could fix this.
It's because, nah, dude. Why would they want to try to fix it? it's not their fault. It's men's faults. You know the the poor men that are trying to like just get up in the society. No, no, it's their fault, dude. Not people that actually like have money and stuff and like maybe have connections to try to fix this and influence. No, 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 no.
They should have it better than I had it. You wonder why so many millennials and Zoomers don't want kids. I want to make the world a better place for my children. I want to make the world a better place for my children. Ugh. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you spoiled brat. Children. Not happening.
Well, look at what young women have to choose from. The pickings are slim. Yes, we might have a feminism problem in America, but it's the feminization of men.
Young men are
And also, we're acting like women's standards, most of them isn't, high. The pick comes is slim. As I want, jacked, 6'4", rich men. I'm not saying it's everyone. Of course not. Of course not. But that's just the stereotype.
becoming lazy because they're becoming feminized. So they're becoming lazy because they act more like women? What did she mean by this, chat? I know there's like a decrease in testosterone or something happening, but men are moving right-wing all over the world. Does that correlate with the feminization? Or, I mean, there are suspiciously a lot of far-right femboys, so...
Hell yeah.
Maybe. But,
Yeah,
here's the thing, Tammy. There is absolutely no evidence that young women want to start families more than young men. None. In fact, all the data says the exact opposite. According to Pew Research, 64% of women younger than 50 say they just don't want to have children. No reason, they just don't want them. Versus 50% of men who say the same. Another study by Archbridge Institute shows the same. 63% of women without children said they have no desire to have a child, while only 50% of men said the same. For men, the most commonly cited factor was personal finance, but among women, the strongest reason not to have a child was their desire to maintain their personal independence. Basically, they don't want to give up their brunch and mimosas. They've been ass-blasted with propaganda their whole lives, telling them their lives will be ruined, their bodies will be ruined, they'll never have fun again, they'll be miserable forever if they have children. And as someone who has had a children, best decision I've ever made. 10/10, highly recommend.
Damn. She living it up. Yo, she living it up. Sorry, my bad.
Men would do it again. But yes, this idea that men are the ones primarily responsible for the low birth rates is laughable. We're laughing over here. But honestly, it's not really women or men's fault. There are a lot of factors that play into this. But Tommy, I really gotta ask, is it men or is it you?
This is gonna be the summer of canceling boys. All of my friends are
Oh shit. Oh shit. Uh-oh.
attractive. All of my friends are successful. All of my friends have something going on. Almost every single one of them have an issue with men. But if all of these women, including myself, are having issues, then I have to think, it might not be us. It might be you. It is not just the guys.
All of us are attractive, all of us are single, and all of us like are rich and actually successful. You see, the thing is, most women, they want someone higher, like higher status than them. So if all of you are this much, it's gonna be harder to find options. You feel me? I don't know how you don't understand this. Like
Los Angeles, Nashville, Dallas, and they're not any better in the Midwest. They, quite frankly, I think they're trash all over this country.
My friends are successful. Men don't give a shit about that. They'd marry a Walmart cashier if she was nice to them.
Yeah.
I think men...
Now, it could be a plus, don't get me wrong, like if you guys are nice and everything, but none of you date lower or even equal to you. Usually, you just go up.
Between the ages of 20 and 30 are not ready, in most cases, for marriage, are usually not ready to be husbands and fathers.
That's a cultural issue. So, look,
No, I would actually, back to your point, I think it's a biological thing.
So let me get this straight. Men are all
Men are all trash from when they were born, bruh. All y'all niggas, trash. Every single last one of you.
trash and won't commit and won't leave mommy's basement, and they're destroying the birth rates. But also, young men are biologically incapable of commitment and being parents.
They're just biologically stupid. Like, just all of you, bro. Just
What? But wait, there's more. She also believes women don't have to bring anything to the table. And
oh, but like if you know how it was good, like better in the past, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's just because like earlier times, biologically, like men were good. Maybe is a point that she would bring up. Meanwhile, you know, I think they were worse
As a
back in the day,
woman,
but
I want a strong man who is a protector and a provider that will go to war if need be, that will protect me, protect my family, make money. But I don't think a man needs to get something out of it to be a manly man.
okay, now we just like being retarded. Now we just
And a protector and a provider.
because what do you mean by something out of it? Like, do you mean like, you know, nice, wonderful woman that likes, you know, traditional values?
If you think you
So
need to
nothing.
get
So you
something
got
out of
nothing.
it, I quite frankly don't
Oh, so
consider you a
nothing.
real man.
never before in history have
You gotta be stupid, dude.
women demanded so much and offered so little. So before we get deeper into this retarded, manufactured, stay-at-home son narrative, let's check the Facebook comments of this Fox News video because I am really interested to see what, like, the typical Fox News viewer thinks about this. If the women are anything like these two, I can hardly blame the men for staying home and not wanting to date them. Blame,
Yeah.
blame, blame.
Victim mentality. D1 victim mentality.
These two women have a combined age of 93 and they have 0 children between both of them. You both have repugnant personality types, so listening to this was like male birth control to me. My goodness! Boomers are
Damn.
ruthless! Bunch of sissies. I served 6 years, 2 years in Southeast Asia after Vietnam was over. When I was 18, rent was $450 and I could afford to get my own place. She's so spot on. Nothing screams I'm a loser run from me than a guy living at home in his parents' house with his 12-year-old boy's bedroom decor at age of 30. Thank God we raised our sons to be men, who grew up, lived on their own, found their soulmate, got married, bought a beautiful home, and started a family.
Yeah, good luck doing that now, buddy. I know you're probably like 70, so you don't know this, but like people just really can't do that now.
I was out the door at 18, worked on the assembly line at Dodge and in the Air Force at 19, never went back home. I can't relate to this. Yes, we know you people
Yeah.
can't relate. We know.
Yeah.
But the world has changed. Why can't you people get this through your heads?
Because they don't want to. They don't want to even try to understand the society that they're living in right now. They're just like chilling and then they just see this shit and it's like, man, back in my day, we had it harder, bro. Back in my day, bro.
I'll never let my sons stay home. I'm trying to push them out of the nest. Okay, I really gotta ask, is this an Anglo thing? Immediately kicking your kid out when they turn 18 years old?
Yes.
My Mediterranean mind cannot comprehend this. And honestly, why the f would a man leave home, leave his mother's cooking, for a woman who probably can't cook? Not
Yeah. It makes no sense to. 0 sense to. And eventually probably even hates him. It's crazy.
me though. Personally, I can cook amazing homemade meals. I'll have you know I am a great trad wife.
Shit. Dino Nug. Yo, you looking to adopt someone? Yo. Hey, ShoeOnHead. Yo. We gotta talk.
Bone apple teeth.
Damn.
Now, unfortunately, Tommy Lauren wasn't the only one pushing this stupid, lazy young men go get a job bullshit. Mike Johnson did it, referencing 29-year-old men playing video games all day. Steve Scalise did it with 35-year-old men playing video games all day. And just the other night, I saw this on my TV. Again.
A Wall Street Journal headline got our attention. The new dream job for young men, stay-at-home son. It's a phrase that's taken off since 27-year-old Brendan Leo won $59,000 on Jeopardy. And he has a master's degree in political science.
Okay, let's be real though. I'll admit, some people are actually like this, but most men, they want a job. They want to actually, you know, contribute. But with the jobs being trash, the the pay being terrible, why would they want to do that and everything?
He's unemployed.
And plus, they just feel like people aren't grateful to them.
Grow up, get a job, get a wife, build a family.
Just get a wife, bro. Just get a job,
Just get
bro.
just get a good wife, man.
Job?
Yeah. Just get a job? Why don't I strap on my job helmet and squeeze down into a job cannon and fire off into jobland? We're jobs growing jobbies!
The term welfare queen must have fell out of fashion with Republicans, because it seems even they know the approved safe demographic to go after now. Because it's very obvious what demographic they are talking about when they say young men in their basements playing video games. This just get a job lazy attitude is not surprising, but it's especially funny coming from Fox News of all places.
Yeah.
Fox News that spends so much time yapping about immigrants taking American jobs. Fox News will talk for years about how Americans are being screwed out of the workforce. But when this issue
They just like yapping. I mean, I relate to that, but it's just stupid.
Itself in Gen Z, suddenly it's a moral failure. The fact is, a lot of American jobs held by men are being lost to automation, offshoring, and yes, cheap foreign labor. Companies and billionaires would rather have cheap labor that they can essentially abuse, not pay fair wages to, just good little worker drones who won't unionize, rather than hire American workers for a living wage.
Yep. I mean, like, can you blame them? You could, but it makes sense business-wise, because why would you not want them to why would you not want to hire someone that's cheaper that may even work harder
for the labor
because they're an immigrant and they just, they don't know how much they are valued.
The more money they make. I remember when Bernie Sanders called open borders a Koch brothers conspiracy.
Open borders? That's a Koch brothers proposal, which says essentially there is no United States.
But it would make a lot
me.
of global poor richer, wouldn't it?
And it'd make everybody in America poor. Then you're doing away with the concept of a nation state.
Where'd that guy go? A lot of these jobs being taken are jobs traditionally held by men, like construction and factory jobs, manual labor work. But it's not just manual labor jobs, it's also the tech industry and business industry, which are careers also mainly held by men. There are many, many examples of this, such as Microsoft recently cutting thousands of American workers while requesting 14,000 more H-1B workers this year. Some of those job positions include data scientists, which are 70% men, software developers, which are 80% men, and electronic engineers, which are 90% men, and many more like that. Another example of this was Tesla, where roughly 15,000 American employees were fired in April 2024, and many were replaced with H-1B visa holders. On Twitter, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy tried to chalk this up to these immigrants.
And I'm not gonna lie, it just makes sense to do. Is it scummy? Yes, but it just makes sense to do. Why would you not want to do that?
Simply being the best and the
if you could exploit a system that shouldn't even be able to be exploited like this, of course.
brightest. Yeah, okay. You're paying them less for longer hours and more work, and they're willing to deal with it in order to stay in the country. It's coercive, exploitative, and, dare I say, not very America first. When conservatives confronted
straight up evil
Elon Musk for this last year, he told somebody, and I quote, "Take a big step back and yourself in the face. I will go to..."
The reason why I'm in America along with is because of H-1B. Crazy. It's because I can exploit this system. It's because America is for me and me alone. Crazy.
To war on this issue, the likes of which you cannot possibly comprehend. So when it comes to replacing American workers in manual labor with cheap foreign labor, it's deport, deport, deport. But when it comes to replacing his American workers with cheap foreign labor, it's yourself in the face.
Yeah.
Interesting. There's also affirmative action and DEI, which are other things Fox News always pisses and shits about. But suddenly, when the conversation is about Gen Z men, the demographic of people who are victims of these things, suddenly these things just don't exist anymore. Then it's, oh, young men are all just lazy. They just want to be in their parents' basement ordering DoorDash and playing video.
They're just sad individuals. They just pitiful creatures, dude. They're not even human, bruh.
Games. But it's not just the brown people taking your jobs. I am not beating the allegations with this one. The brown people are not taking your jobs.
She's racist. She's racist, chat. Duh.
Okay, it's not their fault. They're just cheaper. Aim upwards. But it's not just the brown people taking your jobs. It's the women, too. Many of the dying industries are male-dominated, while many of the growing industries are female-dominated, and stigma around these jobs being woman jobs usually stops men from working them. Women are overwhelmingly entering and excelling in college and the workforce, and they're more flexible about job position and
I think the mere fact of something being a gender job and that makes you try to stop working in it is stupid in and of itself if you really want to actually work in the job.
pay, while young men usually hold out for higher paying, higher position jobs that will make them the breadwinner. Because you see, despite the world progressing and the role of women changing, the role of men has not changed. Every woman is a feminist until the dinner bill comes.
Of course. They don't want to take responsibility because no one wants to take responsibility. Why would you want to do hard things? We could just laze around. Oh, but I'm still gonna blame men though. I'm still gonna do that. Don't worry. Oh, I got it.
Crazy is, women might be the ones paying that dinner bill soon. A study from the UK found women aged 22 to 29 earned about 1,000 more annually than men. Guys,
there's a wage gap. Guys, there's always been a wage gap. I apologize. There's been a wage gap. It's just not how women thought. It's actually women with men. They're out earning them. We didn't increase men's pay. What is this? What's happening over here?
Reversing the traditional gender pay gap for this age group. In the US, a 2022 Pew Research Center analysis showed that women under 30 out-earned men in many metropolitan areas, with median earnings at or above 100% of men's in cities like New York and Washington, D.C. That may not sound like a lot of money now, but it's a growing trend that has never been seen before. It's so bad that it's really starting to affect the dating world. American women have never been this resigned to staying single. They are responding to major demographic shifts, including huge and growing gender gaps in economic and educational attainment, political affiliation, and beliefs about what family should look like. More women than men are attending college, buying houses, and focusing on their friendships and careers over dating and marriage. The challenges of finding a romantic partner have been made more complicated by a growing divide in education and career prospects between men and women. In 2024, 40% of American women ages 25 to 34 had a bachelor's degree, according to Pew, compared to 37% of men. A bachelor's degree increases net lifetime earnings by an estimated $1 million. Women are doing comparatively well when it comes to education in their early years in the labor force, and men are doing comparatively badly. Men's economic struggles seem to be having the biggest effect on women.
On women? Yeah, they're having the most effect on women. You know, the fact that they have more money and they're just cozying up, men are struggling. No. Dude, it has to, it's more effect on women, to be honest with you. And the fact that if you disagree with this, I think you're just stupid, man. Like, to be honest. Let's be
without
real.
a college degree, whose marriage rates by 45 have plummeted to 52% for those born between 1930 and 1980, according to research by Cornell University. Young men without a degree are struggling so much as a group that there simply aren't enough with steady jobs and earnings for non-college women to date. Men are poor, women most affected.
Yeah.
Women are
No, they are, dude. If you disagree, you're just wrong. Just get a wife, bro. Exactly. Just get a wife.
Tied to their gender role. Birth control has freed them from the prison that is their biology, and they are making their own money, sometimes more than men. They can have it all. They can do anything. They can be anything. While at the same time, men are still expected to be the provider. And more importantly, many men still want to be the provider, but they can't. And women, though strong and independent, still want men to be the provider.
And as a woman, I want a strong man who is a protector and a provider that will go to war if need be, that will protect me, protect my family, make money.
Basically, men are like, we're worried we're not making enough money. And women are like, we're worried men are not making enough money. Hello class, I am Miss On Head.
So we're gonna basically call them scum and insult them because they're trying and they're not making them enough money. It's a good idea.
I am substituting for your teacher today. She was arrested for molesting a 12-year-old boy. So today we are learning about
Okay. Man. Never mind.
The graph.
I was gonna be like, man, he should have kept his mouth shut because she made a video on double standards in that sort of category of people. Yeah, people actually want to get molested. Yeah, that's like, why would you want to do that? Like,
Is the growth in productivity versus hourly compensation graph. And you can trace almost everything bad happening in society back to this graph. As you can see, productivity increased while compensation barely grew over the same time period. Notice they tracked very closely up until around 1972. Now, what happened around 1972, class? Well, the top marginal tax rate was reduced from 70% in 1964 to 50% by 1981. The federal minimum wage began to stagnate. Income going to the 1% rose from 9% in the 60s to 16% in 2023. CEOs also went from making 20 times more than the average worker to making 350 times more.
Okay. Whoa. That's insane. No, dude. Is this, wait, hold on. Okay, so it's 90%, 24 years. Yeah, 24 years. This time period is 40, like, math is hard. My brain's dying. 45 years. Wow. This is like 20%.
Than the average worker. Anything else? Anything else happened around 1970?
40 years, 20%. 0.5% per year.
Yes,
on
Jimmy, that
average.
is correct. Women joined the workforce around this time, but
Yes, sir. This is why we should just not have that, bro. Like, come on now.
we don't have to get into that today. The fact is, hard work no longer guarantees success, and the will to work is tied to the fruits of your labor. And young men are fed up today because 90% of that fruit is rotten. Now, is there some truth to modern young people being lazy? Sure, I guess. Every generation had lazy people. And we do basically live in late-stage mouse utopia, after all. Young people today are faced with two options: revolution or escapism. And a lot of them are choosing escapism. Many have basically given up, but it's not.
And can you blame them? I mean, like, if everyone's blaming you in the workforce is so hard, why would you, like, you could, of course, choose revolution, but most people just aren't going to choose that.
Like they didn't try. They tried, and they found out the juice just isn't worth the squeeze, whether it's college, dating, or the job market. And in a way, many young men are kind of choosing revolution. The never-before-seen large shift rightward in young men is a small revolution in a way. They're saying, this isn't working for me, this sucks, I hate this, I want something different. This is also manifesting on the Democrat side in general. The young men that are still voting left are voting further left. You saw this recently in New York City, where Zoran Mamdani, a self-proclaimed Democratic socialist, won the Democratic primary. Young men are tired of the establishment, left and right. They're tired of the system, and they want to burn it down and start again. They want something that works for them, because this is not working for them.
If you wake up one morning and you find yourself in a society where 23-year-olds with 4-year college degrees and like initiative who aren't smoking weed every day, if they can't make enough to buy a car, much less a home, much less get married, much less have...
Then there's something wrong with the economy. The economy is fucked. Yeah.
Children, then why should you be surprised when half of them say they prefer socialism?
Yeah.
Huh. Fox News should hire that guy. There is an entire...
Nah, he's too logical. Man.
Generation of fighting-aged men who are enraged and feel like they have nothing to live for. You should probably start caring. When they saw this airing on Fox News, they saw an angry woman nagging in their faces about how everything wrong in the world is their fault.
Yeah.
An all too familiar thing.
It's because it is their fault. We gotta understand this. We just gotta try harder, guys. We gotta try harder, guys. As a rope is tied around my never mind.
They have been hearing for far too long. But unfortunately for Democrats, nobody under the age of 60 watches Fox News, so this is not really going to have an effect on young men whatsoever. So keep that $20 million. You might still need it, unless we get dragged into another war in the Middle East. If we do get dragged into another war in the Middle East, young men might come running back to the Democratic Party. Maybe not even a George Bush II electric boogaloo, we'll have men coming back to the Democratic Party.
Yeah, it's gonna be really
Hopefully
hard.
We don't find out. And as I'm editing this right now, a lot of young people, even the podcast bros, seem pretty upset about the Epstein thing, but we know Democrats won't take advantage of the situation in order to protect the Clintons, so maybe not even this will save them, but we'll see, I guess. Hold on one second.
She's not a dumb bimbo anymore. Oh my gosh.
That video. What do you think of the male?
She's my favorite e-hag now.
Loser epidemic. Do you agree with Tommy Lauren? Is it all men's fault? Leave your comments below. I read them all. I am probably reading them right now as you type them. Wait, don't write that. No, you can't say that. No, it doesn't matter if it's with an A. If you like this video, please subscribe. And if you can, donate to me on Patreon or leave a little tip with a little tip jar down below. I'll give it a little heart. It helps the channel and I appreciate it so much. And I will see you guys again soon with a new video, a new slop video. Because I know you gremlins love that shit.
I love slop. I eat that up for days. Oh my gosh. ShoeOnHead, a great YouTuber. I'll link this down in the description and I'll see y'all. Make sure to subscribe and goodbye.